Now, we were watching on television, you were in the building, and they showed you, and it was a split screen with Max Holloway.
Yeah.
We all know what happened with the fight. Max was champion forever. You went in there, you beat him, took his belt. Are we going to get a rematch?
Look, yeah, I think so. I think that's what, obviously that's what UFC want. They've got
Seems
the split
like
screen, you know what I mean? Obviously Dana White's saying that's what he wants. And, I think I want it. I want that fight because there's no clear number one contenders. And, you got, I just think that, he's a great champion. And for me, the biggest fight in my career right now, to solidify myself as the best featherweight of all time, and one of the greatest of all time, I go and take out Max twice in prime. People are going to give me that respect I deserve. And, again, I want to fight on home soil and in Perth. So I don't want to wait around till there's a clear number one. I think Max does deserve it. He was a great champion, and the UFC want it. Australian fans will want it. And I think everyone else would want that, you know what I mean? So I reckon we're going to make it happen. Nothing's a done deal.
Right.
Honestly, we haven't even had them talks. So I just got cleared. So some people are going to say, is it too early for me to get back in?
Yeah.
But I don't want to sit on the sidelines too long. And I want to defend my belt in Australia. That Perth card's June 6th. We're going to make it happen, I reckon.
I've heard Max say that he felt like the fight was close, that he might have won the fight. Do you feel like it was close, or did you think you handily beat him?
Again, I can see why he might have thought that. Like I think once he watched back the tape, I think he would have changed his mind a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he would have seen that I won. Obviously, it was still competitive, but I believe I won every round. I do truly believe that. I know the game, and I believe I just had control in all aspects.
Yeah.
I think I was controlling. I think I was landing the bigger shots, not only a lot more strikes, bigger shots, and every time we exchanged, I usually got up the upper hand. So. Again, I broke my hand in that fight as well. So, a lot of people thought I was slowing down towards the end. But obviously, I knew I had that fight won.
We're hoping for a summer fight in Perth, Max Holloway. What's the message to Max in closing here?
Look, man, again, nothing but respect. Again, you're the man. You're well loved because of that, and I feel I'm the same way, both respectful. But you really want this fight? I just done it 5 rounds, and I guarantee you, it ain't going to change. I'm either finishing it, or I'm winning the exact same way. But I know you're durable, but I reckon I can put you away, baby.
Your size, your size in the past is like legend. I mean, you listen to some people, you were like 600 pounds of muscle in the past playing rugby. Like, could you be champion at 155? Well, even the weight 170? If you used to weigh like 215, like people say you used to weigh.
Man, I'm telling you, again, I'm,
I know you're not. I know you're not cocky.
Exactly,
it,
but I'm just telling you, like, I train with very high level welterweights, middleweights, and and I can hold my own. Like even like when it comes to wrestling and grappling, I can still control some of these guys and put them in uncomfortable positions. So I'm not saying I can beat them all.
Yeah.
But you put me in there, I'm going to be competitive.
You're not going to get embarrassed.
I think there's a few divisions that I'm competitive. I really do. Like when it comes down to, the power and then figuring. Again, I've always been the type of person. Put me in a bad situation or an uncomfortable position. I'll find my way out. I'll find a way to get myself out of that position or to get on top. So I've been doing that my whole life. And I used to do that at 97 kilograms or 214 pounds or 600 pounds, whatever. Whatever they want to say, I'll take it. But you know what I mean? So I'm used to these big boys. I'm used to being in an uncomfortable position with these big boys, and I still find a way to give them trouble. So, nothing's impossible. Yeah. Again, I ain't going to go chasing, who's the welterweight? I'm not going to go chasing these guys. But at the same time, But at the same time, you never know. You know what I mean? Again, I believe in myself so much that you keep winning and winning and winning. Who knows where it takes you?
Yeah.
And I believe I'm going to keep winning. You know what I mean? So who knows?
What is it like training, sparring with Izzy?
Again, like obviously he's not going to try and knock my head off, like type of thing. But
his striking.
But I mean, good. Like even he says, like you talk to him and he'll be real, and you'll be like, when he talks about pressure and stuff like that, like he literally says like, it's unbelievable. He's never felt nothing like that with me. Yeah, he really has. Wow. Even at my size, he goes, wait a second. Like he even said halfway through we're sort of like sparring, he's like, wait, why's he got me on the back foot? I ain't letting this featherweight do that. So he starts standing his ground, and then before he knows it, I had him on the back foot again.
Really?
And he goes, I've never had anyone be able to do that. You know, he just says, I got a knack for it. Like that's just me. That's just my thing, and it's something I do very well. But again, in my last few fights, I didn't even really have to use that. So there's so many, man. When I talk about being well-rounded and having so many tools, I've got so many aspects to this sport. Yeah. You got your wrestling, grappling, striking. Yeah. But not just that. There's so many ways of using all them tools together, whether it's pressure, whether, you know what I mean, combos into takedowns, or get them worried about this going somewhere else. You know what I mean? That goes so deep.
Right.
And I can go deeper than most people. So I believe that, you know, I can be a big problem for anyone, especially in my division. So these guys are calling me out because I'm the champ, and that's expected. But I believe I'll give anyone big problems, and they'll find out once they're in front of me.
Yeah.